Yo, what is up guys? Welcome to another video. So apparently for some reason the last video got like 87 views or something like that, which is absolutely insane. Thank you so much for that. That is really cool, and I never thought that a video about me being homeless for 2 months would get so many views. I know it's not like a lot in terms of YouTube, but for me, like that was very unexpected. I just wanted to make that video as like a next step forward to the channel. But for some reason, a lot of people watched it, and now we have 7 subscribers at the time of this recording. So thanks for that. You guys are really cool, and I really do appreciate it. And with that said, since that video got so many views, I'm gonna make a continuation video on that, as this one is gonna be called when does it make sense to move out? Also, if the audio is crispier, I will say I actually have a mic right here in front of me. I can't really hide it because it's kind of weird and I don't know how to use it yet. So I'm just gonna leave it for this video. If in the future videos it's not here, that means I moved it somewhere else, which is better for the video. But anyway, guys, when does it make sense to move out? Honestly, it's very relative. However, I will be honest with you, moving out, for me at least, was one of the best decisions I've done. It's super nice to have all this space for yourself and the ability to do things that you normally can't do when you have like family members or other people around, you know, like roommates and stuff like that. But I will be honest with you, I don't think it's worth it unless it's for a very like specific reason. In fact, if you actually have the means to, and you're actually happy where you are right now in terms of like your family's okay, you're good with your family, you don't have any like toxic family members or anything like that, or your roommates are cool, they're chill, they're always studying, so they don't bother you a lot, they allow you to do what you want. Honestly, I would stay with them as long as you can, because having your own place, I'm gonna be honest, it's a good thing to have if you're like for one specific goal, and that is that you want independence mode. You want to just take care of your necessities by yourself, and you're trying to build something with that free time. That's what I'm trying to do. But if you're just like, oh, I just want to move out just because I hate my parents or stuff like that, I don't think it makes sense. I don't think it makes sense to move out like that. In fact, I would say if you're just trying to like build wealth, I would stay with your parents or with your family member or whoever you're staying with right now as long as you can. It makes the most sense if you can do that. Not only because of the money you're going to be saving, which is a lot of money, I'll be honest with you. Like, I'd say about a week and a half work that I do, a full-time work, goes to rent. So that's a lot of time if you think about it. And not only you're saving money, but you're also able to build something with that, because if you manage to invest it, and I'm gonna make a video on investing in the future, guys. There's a way I want to, and I'm trying to get to investing that I think it's the best for when you're young, and you know, it makes you go into the phase that I think most people will really need to be to build actual wealth, because 9-to-5s, they don't really build wealth. They just kind of, well, they do, but it's really slowly and it's not very efficient. You need to have a business to actually do build like really good wealth, which puts you on the high income area. Because if you do get a high income job, you have to like go into debt for a long time, or the odds of getting there are like extremely small. I'll tell you about it in another video. But anyway, maybe you're trying to go for high income, and you know, if you want to go for the maximum income you can just essentially live with your parents and save as much money as you can, and then build that dividend trifecta, which gives you time, and then you can use that time to build business. But honestly, guys, let's say if you want to move out, like I did, right? Why did I move out? That's the first question you should ask yourself, why. And it's because I want to build something, and what I wanted to build was this channel. I want to build a side business I'm doing, and I want the to get closer to work, so I have more free time when I get back. I don't have to commute 2 hours. That was one of my big ones. Like, commuting for me was a killer, and even today I still commute like 20 minutes, which is a lot of time. You know, 20 minutes is in and out. It's like 40 minutes. It's a lot of time you're just wasting driving around, right? But you know, I put it in a very strategic spot where it's close enough to work where I don't have to like worry about where the commute. And also the gas savings are plenty. So for me, it was efficient. I thought it was a better idea. Plus I got all the space, and you know, living in a car sucks, and I didn't want to do that anymore. So you know, all the conditions that I needed to move out were there. Sorry for the squeaky chair, by the way. I know I need to fix that. It's a cheap chair I bought from Facebook. So yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Even the desk that I have, I bought it from Facebook. So that's pretty cheap. Anyway, going back to the topic. So, you know, let's say you, for example, you don't want to be on anything and you have a toxic family. In that case, how many family members do you have? You know, it can't be just your parents if that's the family you're like concerned about. There's got to be like grandpas and aunts and all that. Maybe even like friends that, you know, maybe they're in college and you can move out with them and then split rent. And yeah, you know, you're still gonna pay something, but it's not gonna be that toxic like place that you're in right now. As for me, honestly, the reason I didn't want roommates is because of the YouTube thing. You know, I don't want to be like screaming out loud. I don't have anyone I could trust enough to do that and like not feel ashamed. Heck, even me right now where I am, I don't know the neighbors and I'm still concerned that they might hear me. So imagine that. But anyway, guys, you know, in a nutshell, if you just want to conclude this video, like moving out makes sense if you are trying to build something and you need, you know, the space to do it. You need the time to do it. Maybe you have if you have toxic family members, like toxic, and they like bring you bad habits and they bring you down mentally and emotionally, I would say that's a good reason to move out. However, I would do it in a smart way. I would do it with roommates, at least temporarily until you save up a lot of money or a bit of money, and you can, you know, get some momentum on that, and then you can buy back your time and use that time to build something. But if you're just trying to move out, let's say maybe you need to go to another city. That's actually a good reason to move out. You know, you want to go and build a life of your own. If you have no debt, like I would do it. If you have debt, honestly, I'd recommend you to simmer down unless it's like really low interest debt, like maybe like a car, and it has to be like under a certain monthly payment, or like you know, like a student loan, which are like 4%, but they're really high. Maybe it really just depends. I don't have any student debt, so I can't tell you on that. I do have other debt though, cars and credit cards. This doesn't need to be paid off really quickly though. Anyway, so yeah, guys, it just makes sense to move out if you're just trying to build something, or if you're moving out. If you have toxic family members, you can move out. Just like keep it like. Try to get roommates. I know that you might go from one toxic area to another, but you know, just take your time. Like I said, most people in like other countries, they don't really move out. In fact, you're not supposed to move out until you actually get married or you have like two people that can like pay a single place. So you're not really moving out by yourself. You're moving in with somebody. And those people that live by themselves, I mean, they're there. I mean, look at me, I'm moving up myself, right? But you know, unless they had like a really good financial situation or they have like their own business and make a bunch of money, it doesn't make sense most of the time, especially if you're young. Like if you're young, you first need to build momentum. Like that's my biggest like priority. And from age 18 to 25, you gotta build momentum. And that momentum can essentially pay your move out expenses for the rest of your life if you wanted to. But you first have to build it. You know, I'm gonna make a video on that. I think that's gonna be super helpful for some of you guys. But yeah, I'll be honest with you guys, in terms of like moving out, I think it was okay. I think I made a good decision. Honestly, the freedom I have and, you know, the free time as well, like it's just so nice. I don't have to commute like 2 hours to work anymore. It's just like 20 minutes to go and 20 minutes back. I actually have free time when I get back, so I can like relax. I can edit videos. I can, you know, come up with ideas. It's so much nicer than just having to commute. Because honestly, the commute was what killed me. Not even the fact that I was homeless. It's just that even though I had to like, you know, like I visited my family, but it wasn't like I can stay with them like every day. You know, that wasn't the key. So I had to Airbnb a lot, and it was actually more expensive than renting because you never knew where you were. You never knew who the people you're staying with, and yeah, they have reviews and stuff like that, but it's not accurate. So you basically didn't know where you were gonna be, and it just made it so much more difficult, guys. I'll be honest with you. But yeah, guys, now I have my own place. Now I can make videos and in a nice, comfortable area and edit them, and hopefully they're gonna be higher quality. These are just more like rants, to be honest. The videos that I really want to make high quality are gonna be for a different kind of like channel. Going back to the roots, I'd say that's a secret. I can't tell you that yet until we have like 1,000 subs or more. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching this video. Like I said, just I know it's hard. Sometimes you just want to move out. Just be patient. Just have a goal and stick to it. And if it makes sense to move out for you, then I would come up with the plan. But is it worth it? I say yeah. Only if you're ready for it. If you take the front lead and you go for it and you're not ready for it, you're gonna have a bad time. I had to prepare for this for actually more than 6 months. The last 2 months were honestly just a delay, but I was ready to move out for 2 months. I just had to get the place, and there was like a waiting time for it. And you know, after that, it just everything went to like, well, you saw the previous video, everything went really, really badly, and then now things are getting back up. So yeah, anyway, sorry for this really long video and long rant about moving out. Hopefully it helps you out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.